Hi everyone. October has come and gone, and so I'm doing a little bit of a seasonal switch over for some of my covers, and while I was doing it I thought it would be a nice way to have a little bit of a planner chat. So I used this cover in October for my Hobonichi Techo A6, and I have switched it into this cover for November. And I really like these covers that are solid because they provide a nice clean backdrop for any kind of decor you want to use. This is just a cut apart card from Simple Stories, and so is this one. They're from two different collections, but I just kind of like the vibes that they're giving me, especially since this one has some pink in it and this one has a little bit of pink too. So I wanted to talk about how I have been using this year. I can't share too many details because this is my daily recap journal, so it's full of very personal details, but I thought I would just share a little bit of how I have been using it. So as you can see, maybe you could see through the paper a little bit, I have been using this all year. I use these as my photo log. I do a lot of memory keeping projects, like I have done Project Life in the past, and I take a lot of photos for scrapbooks and journals, and so I just like to log what photos are on my phone and when I took them, just to kind of have a reference guide when I look back, because sometimes I am scrapbooking or documenting my photos a month after, or a month or two, or let's be honest, a couple of years afterwards, and I like to just kind of have a reference about when things happened. And then since these months are not in this particular journal, I will forward plan. I need to put like our vacations and that kind of thing, and just start out the year right here. And then the way that I use the monthly view, since I don't really need it for this particular journal, I do something I saw on Instagram or in a video I saw somewhere where somebody does monthly smiles. So in it, it's a form of sort of gratitude keeping, where I just put a quick little, jot a quick note about something that made me happy or smile that day, and I think it's just a nice way. I try to do this before I do my daily entry, and I think it's just a nice way to refocus your mind towards an attitude of gratitude kind of thing. So the reason I can't really share most of this is because it is just a daily recap of what happened in our day, and as you can see, I mainly stick to pen and some stickering here and there, but not a lot of decorative stuff. One year I did a lot of stamping, but this year, like I said, mainly ink. And what I do is I change my color of ink each month so that I have another visual that the month is changing when I'm flipping through my journals. And I just kind of write down what happened that day, any observations I have that I might want to remember for future documenting for a more creative outlet. So I try not to put too much creative energy into this. I just try to use the space up for writing details, memories we want to share and save, that kind of thing. So that I can have a reference for what we have done. So I've already repurchased this for next year. I'm going to keep the A6 Techo in my lineup. And then this is the one that's kind of changing drastically. First I'll show you, because I don't think I shared anywhere, just how cute, how cute I think my October setup is in my B6. I have these really adorable dashboards. I love this like Polly Pocket Nightmare Before Christmas themed dashboard. Then I have a Halloween Polly Pocket inspired dashboard. This is like a little witch's desk, and this is just like a fall decor house scene, and I just really love them. So this is what they look like. This is just a very functional and basic monthly view, and I just mark our appointments and plans, that kind of thing, practices. This is going to be our winter break. It goes from December to December, I believe. Yeah, December to December. So it starts a month early. And then the rest of the notebook is just like really nice grid pages, which as you can see, I haven't even begun to use up. And this is an example of how I use them. I will often put like a little sticky note in. I should have just written directly into the notebook because, like I said, I have a lot of pages left. But I really like it. It's very small and compact. And on this one, I have my weekly. So this is just another piece of planner decor. On this page, I need to update October, but this is my work schedule. I work part-time, so I just kind of mark my schedule. And then it has 2 weeks at a glance, and there are little dots. I don't know if you can see the little dots that kind of delineate portions of the line. So in this first portion, I write down things that my husband and I have to do. Then in the middle, I write my son's schedule. And then on the end, I write my daughter's schedule. In the back, I just added the packaging from this and decorated it a little bit. My husband got these when he went on a business trip to Portland, and he got them at a Muji store, which I do not have access to most of the time. So I won't be able to use this next year. It'll be a lot harder for me to get a hold of them. So I'm going to switch to something else, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And now this is how my appointment planner scheduler has looked most of the year. I normally keep it in this Harry Potter themed B6 cover. And I thought these colors look nice for fall, so I'm just planning to use this for November. And so normally most of the year the covers are decorated like this. I just slipped my dashboards that I had in my stash in here. But this is how it looks most of the year and how I'm just planning to keep it for November. And this is, even though it's a B6, it is kind of chunky. So next year I have decided to replace it with a Hobonichi Weeks. And this is a Hobonichi cover, or I'm sorry, pouch that I do not especially recommend unless you're going to get it maybe if you order from Japan and are getting a bunch of other things and it doesn't cost that much to throw it in. It's a nice enough cover, but I think it was kind of overpriced for, you know, in US dollars for what it is. The reason I really wanted it is because it has this pocket, and I love to use postcards and things like that as decor, and Yosemite is one of my favorite parks. We used to go there a lot when we lived in California. So I did not share this in my Hobonichi unboxing because I hadn't purchased it yet, but I did decide to go with a bow tie Bunny Weeks, and I have a clear cover on it to protect it. I like how slim it is, and I do think that the 2022 pen just looks really nice with it. It's like this is the cover that they had in mind when they designed it, right? So this is going, I'm going to collapse everything that's in here into this, and hopefully it will go smoothly. I like how it has the monthly and the weekly together, plus plenty of room for notes so I can write down meal planning, shopping lists, that kind of thing. And then it has 75 pages of notes in the back. This is the English version in case you were wondering. So that's what I'm going to use as my on-the-go scheduler type planner next year. I don't think I'm going to keep it in this case all the time, but I do like to have the option for that. So let's talk about what I'm going to be doing in my standard traveler's notebook size. Most of the year I have been using a Traveler's Company traveler's notebook. I've been using the Kyoto Special Edition, the Hotel Special Edition, and last year I think I used the Camel Edition. But I was really craving getting to use this cute fall critters cover that I have, and this beautiful bookmark. It's probably my favorite one from my friend Charmed Goods. I'll link everything in the bottom for you. So this one I set up for Halloween. Oops, my washi fell out. These are normally stuffed with like old receipts and things like that. I've cleared it out so, you know, credit card information wasn't all out on the internet. I have this Halloween folder that I just wrap around my monthly and put things in that I might need. This is a beautiful craft insert I recently started using that I got in Texas, and these vinyls are from my friend Carol. They are just stunning in person. This is a cute folder that I also made with this little photo holder that you can switch out your decor if you want. And then in here, I just like to keep washi samples. This has my weekly, anything that can be shared publicly is up on my Instagram. And then this is probably my favorite seasonal folder I've ever made. I just really like the witches and how perfect my sticker went with it. And I have already cleared out ephemera that I've collected throughout the month for my October daily. I will put in here so I don't lose it, because this is sort of like my supply holder, because I also put stickers and things like that in it. So I am going to move this stuff over to my fall cover. I'm going to slim down and put it back to my, working size insert, which is just three inserts in here. And I'll be back in a minute to show you how that looks. Okay, so my switch over is done. I am going to put away this cover and the folders I've made away till next year. And this is what I'm going to be using now. And I did want to show you, I just picked this up at the dollar store last week, so it should still be available. It was, I think things are now $1.25, and the paper quality is very chintzy, but I still thought it was really cute for fall, so I picked it up. And I especially like how you get these pre-printed calendars. You get 3 for each month, and I thought these would be really handy for your sort of special occasion journaling project inserts. Like I keep a book journal, so I was thinking these would be really fun to use in my book journal. Or since you get 3 of each month, it'd be cute to use them in, say, like a travel journal. You could just mark off like the days that you're gone, that kind of thing. So I wanted to share with that, and then I'll just show you. Now this is not completely done because somehow my connecting band went missing between my office and here. So I'll just kind of give you an idea of it. I'm not going to go too far in depth because I've already kind of shown this before. But the first one, this is just my monthly view again. This is my weekly, and this is, why I bought this this paper pad, because I'm going to use this as sort of my brain dump each week or each day or however I need it. I just like put some stuff that I need to do in here, and then I can just throw it away, but still have some cuteness. And then in the back is going to be my sort of supply insert. And I moved my autumn insert into a more journal focused setup. But this is my sort of, more useful reference type planner. So these are what I'm going to be using this fall. So I would love to know, do you switch things up for fall, or do you kind of keep the same setup all year long? Let me know, and thank you so much for watching. I'll have a new video up for you, hopefully really soon. Bye for now.